Life, 1999, then versus now. 26-27 YRS later. What happened to the cast? What if I told you that some of the stars who made Life 1999 unforgettable experienced real-life stories almost as dramatic as the movie itself? While millions remember the laughs shared by Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence, few know the heartbreaking losses, career reinventions, personal battles, and lasting legacies that unfolded after the cameras stopped rolling. Some reached even greater heights, others faced unimaginable challenges, and several are sadly no longer with us. In today's video, we'll uncover the fascinating true stories behind the beloved cast and reveal where they are today. Before we begin, tell us in the comments which Life character you loved the most, and if you enjoy honoring classic Hollywood legends, please like this video, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a new story here on Remembered Lives channel. Eddie Murphy, Rayford, Gibson. When Life premiered in 1999, Eddie Murphy was already one of Hollywood's biggest stars, but his portrayal of Rayford Gibson reminded audiences why he had become a comedy legend in the first place. Rayford is a fast-talking hustler whose confidence and quick wit repeatedly collide with terrible luck, creating a character who is hilarious on the surface, yet deeply human underneath. Murphy's chemistry with Martin Lawrence became the emotional engine of the film, transforming what could have been a simple prison comedy into a decades-spanning story of friendship, injustice, and resilience. By the time Life reached theaters, Murphy had already dominated the entertainment industry for nearly 2 decades. From 48 Heech's Beverly Hills Cop, Coming to America, Trading Places, and The Nutty Professor to his acclaimed voice work as a donkey in the Shrek franchise, he had proven an extraordinary ability to blend comedy with heartfelt emotion. His performance as Rayford showcased that same versatility, balancing rapid-fire humor with quieter moments of frustration, regret, and hope. The years following Life brought both professional highs and setbacks. While films such as Shrek, Dreamgirls, Dolomite Is My Name, and the long-awaited Coming to America kept him in the spotlight, not every project succeeded commercially. Even so, Murphy consistently reinvented himself, refusing to let individual disappointments define an extraordinary career that has earned billions of dollars at the global box office. Away from the cameras, Murphy's personal life frequently attracted public attention, including his highly publicized divorce from Nicole Mitchell in 2006, and the widely reported paternity dispute involving Melanie Brown, better known as Mel B, in 2007. Despite intense media scrutiny, he gradually shifted toward a more private family life while continuing to raise one of Hollywood's largest families. Today, Murphy remains active as an actor, producer, and comedian, sharing his life with Australian model Paige Butcher and their children. More than 25 years after Life, his unforgettable performance as Rayford Gibson remains one of the defining chapters in a career built on remarkable talent, resilience, and the ability to make audiences laugh, even while telling stories filled with genuine heart. Martin Lawrence, Claude Banks. In Life, Martin Lawrence delivered one of the strongest dramatic performances of his career as Claude Banks, a hardworking young businessman whose life is shattered after being wrongly convicted alongside Rayford Gibson. Unlike Rayford's smooth confidence, Claude begins the story as cautious, responsible, and determined to build an honest future. Watching those dreams disappear inside a prison sentence that stretches across decades gives the film much of its emotional weight. Lawrence captures every stage of Claude's journey, from youthful optimism to anger, heartbreak, acceptance, and ultimately hope, creating a character who remains unforgettable long after the credits roll. Long before Life, Lawrence had become one of the defining comedy stars of the 1990s. His hit sitcom, Martin, turned him into a household name, while films including House Party, Boomerang, Blue Streak, and especially Bad Boys established him as one of Hollywood's most bankable comedic actors. In Life, however, he proved he could deliver far more than laughs, matching Eddie Murphy scene for scene, in a story that demanded both humor and emotional depth. Lawrence's career has not been without significant challenges. In 1996, he suffered a widely reported medical emergency caused by severe heat exhaustion while jogging, an incident that left him hospitalized and served as a turning point in his approach to health and work. Over the years, he continued performing while navigating the pressures of fame, demanding production schedules and intense public attention surrounding his personal relationships. Professionally, Lawrence successfully returned to worldwide audiences through Bad Boys for Life 2020 and Bad Boys Ride or Die 2024, demonstrating that his screen presence remains as compelling as ever. Off-screen, he has increasingly chosen a quieter lifestyle focused on family, while continuing to perform selectively. Looking back, his portrayal of Claude Banks stands among the finest achievements of his career. It revealed a performer capable of balancing humor with genuine vulnerability, helping transform life from an entertaining comedy into a moving story about friendship, endurance, and the unbreakable strength of the human spirit. Obba Babatundé Willie Long. When Life arrived in theaters in 1999, Obba Babatundé brought warmth, dignity, and quiet wisdom to the role of Willie Long, one of the prison's longest-serving inmates. Unlike the louder personalities surrounding him, Willie rarely demanded attention. Instead, Babatundé relied on subtle expressions, measured dialogue, and genuine compassion to create a character who became a source of comfort and perspective inside the prison walls. His performance reminded audiences that even in the harshest circumstances, kindness and hope can survive. By the time he joined Life, Babatundé had already earned widespread respect as a stage performer. His acclaimed portrayal of Cab Calloway in the Broadway musical Sophisticated Ladies received a Tony Award nomination and established him as one of the industry's most versatile entertainers. Throughout his career, he successfully balanced theater, television, and film, appearing in productions such as Philadelphia, The Temptations, The Bold and the Beautiful, and later Dear White People. While he rarely sought blockbuster fame, his consistency and professionalism made him a trusted presence across multiple generations of production. Unlike many Hollywood stars, Babatundé has largely kept his personal life away from public controversy. Instead of making headlines for scandals, he became known for his dedication to his craft and his willingness to embrace a wide variety of roles. His career reflects steady perseverance rather than overnight success, proving that longevity in Hollywood often belongs to performers who continuously adapt while remaining true to their artistic values. Now in his 70s, Babatundé continues acting on television, in film, and on stage, choosing projects that allow him to showcase experience rather than chase celebrity. Looking back, his portrayal of Willie Long remains one of the emotional foundations of Life. Through calm wisdom, quiet resilience, and heartfelt humanity, he helped transform the prison into more than just a setting. It became a place where friendship, compassion, and endurance could flourish despite decades of hardship. His performance continues to resonate with audiences who appreciate characters defined not by power but by unwavering inner strength. Bernie Mac Jangle Leg. Among the unforgettable personalities in Life, few brought as much energy and unpredictable humor as Bernie Mac in the role of Jangle Leg, constantly talking, joking, and stirring up laughter among fellow inmates. Jangle Leg became one of the film's most memorable supporting characters. Bernie Mac's remarkable timing allowed even brief scenes to leave a lasting impression, proving why he was rapidly becoming one of America's most beloved comedians at the end of the 1990s. Before appearing in Life, Mac had spent years building his reputation in Chicago comedy clubs, where his fearless storytelling and unmistakable delivery attracted devoted audiences. National recognition arrived through Def Comedy Jam, followed by the original Kings of Comedy, which introduced his talent to millions of viewers worldwide. Those performances opened the door to successful film roles, including Ocean's 11, Guess Who, Transformers, and of course his award-winning sitcom, The Bernie Mac Show, which earned multiple Emmy and Golden Globe nominations. Away from the spotlight, Mac's life reflected remarkable stability compared with many entertainers of his generation. He married his wife Rhonda McCulloch in 1977, and the couple remained together throughout his career while raising their daughter Janice. Behind his public confidence, however, Mac quietly battled sarcoidosis, an inflammatory disease he had been diagnosed with years earlier. Although he rarely allowed the illness to define him professionally, it gradually weakened his immune system over time. In August 2008, Bernie Mac passed away at just 50 years old after complications from pneumonia. His death shocked Hollywood and devastated fans who had admired both his humor and generosity. Yet his legacy remains extraordinarily powerful. More than 2 decades after Life, Jangle Leg still represents the infectious spirit that made Bernie Mac unforgettable. His ability to make audiences laugh while portraying authentic, relatable characters ensured that his influence would continue long after the curtain fell. leaving behind a body of work that remains timeless. Anthony Anderson Cookie. Although Anthony Anderson appeared in life in a relatively early stage of his career, his portrayal of Cookie offered a glimpse of the charisma and comic timing that would eventually make him one of television's most recognizable stars. Cookie may not occupy the center of the story, but Anderson filled every scene with natural energy, confident humor, and expressive reactions that perfectly complemented the film's ensemble cast. Working alongside veterans such as Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence also provided valuable experience that helped shape the career he would soon build. Following life, Anderson's career expanded rapidly. He appeared in successful films, including Me, Myself, and Irene Barber Shop Kangaroo, Jack the Departed, and Hustle and Flow, demonstrating an ability to move comfortably between comedy and drama. His greatest television success arrived with Black-ish, where his performance as Andre Dre Johnson earned numerous Emmy Award nominations and established him as one of the leading sitcom actors of his generation. Beyond acting, Anderson also became a familiar television host and producer, broadening his influence across the entertainment industry. Away from Hollywood, Anderson has spoken openly about living with type 2 diabetes, a condition he was diagnosed with in the early 2000s. Rather than hiding the diagnosis, he has worked to raise public awareness about prevention, healthier lifestyles, and early treatment. His willingness to discuss the disease publicly has earned respect from many fans facing similar health challenges. His personal life has also experienced periods of change, including the highly publicized conclusion of his long marriage to Alvina Stewart, with whom he shares 2 children. Despite those challenges, Anderson has continued focusing on family, philanthropy, and a career that remains remarkably active. Looking back at life, Cookie stands as an early reminder of Anderson's natural screen presence. Even in a supporting role, he displayed the confidence, warmth, and comedic instincts that would later carry him to lasting success in both film and television. Barry Shabaka Henley Poker Face. In life, Barry Shabaka Henley portrayed Poker Face, a quiet inmate whose calm demeanor concealed years of experience behind prison walls. Unlike many of the film's larger-than-life personalities, Poker Face rarely relied on lengthy dialogue to make an impression. Instead, Henley delivered a restrained, believable performance that added authenticity to the prison community, demonstrating how even supporting characters could deepen the emotional realism of the story. Before joining Life, Henley had spent years developing his craft on stage before steadily building a respected career in film and television. Rather than chasing leading man status, he became one of Hollywood's most dependable character actors. Audiences would later recognize him from acclaimed productions such as Ali Collateral, The Terminal, Miami Vice, and The Express, while television viewers saw him in series, including Bob Hart's Abishola and numerous guest appearances across major networks. Directors frequently turned to Henley because of his ability to create memorable characters without overshadowing the larger story. Unlike many performers who attract headlines through controversy, Henley's professional reputation has been defined by consistency, discipline, and reliability. Over several decades, he has quietly accumulated an impressive resume, earning the respect of fellow actors and filmmakers alike. His career illustrates that Hollywood's success is not measured only by starring roles, but also by the lasting impact of performers who elevate every project they join. Today, Henley continues working steadily in film, television, and theater, demonstrating the same dedication that has sustained his career for decades. Looking back, his portrayal of Poker Face remains an important piece of Life's ensemble cast. Through subtle acting, emotional restraint, and genuine authenticity, Barry Shabaka Henley helped create the believable world that made the film endure. His performance serves as a reminder that some of the strongest contributions to a classic movie come not from the loudest voices but from actors whose quiet presence gives every scene greater depth and emotional truth. Clarence Williams III Winston Hancock. When Life premiered in 1999, Clarence Williams III brought quiet authority to the role of Winston Hancock, an inmate whose calm presence carried the weight of decades behind bars. Unlike the film's more outspoken characters, Winston rarely needed long speeches to command attention. Williams relied on subtle expressions, measured body language, and remarkable emotional restraint to create a man shaped by hardship, but never completely broken. His performance added depth to the prison community, reminding viewers that some of the strongest characters are those who endure in silence. Long before joining Life, Williams had already secured his place in television history. He rose to national fame in the late 1960s as undercover detective Link Hayes in the hit series The Mod Squad, becoming one of the era's most recognizable actors. Rather than limiting himself to one genre, he built an impressive career across film and television, appearing in productions such as Purple Rain, Sugar Hill, Tales from the Hood, Half-Baked, The General's Daughter, American Gangster, and The Butler. His commanding screen presence made him a natural choice for complex authority figures and emotionally layered supporting roles. Away from Hollywood, Williams maintained an intensely private personal life. Unlike many celebrities, he rarely sought publicity outside his work, preferring to let his performances speak for themselves. That quiet professionalism earned him widespread respect among directors and fellow actors throughout more than 5 decades in the industry. In 2021, Clarence Williams III passed away at the age of 81 after battling colon cancer. His death marked the loss of one of Hollywood's most distinctive character actors, yet his legacy remains firmly intact. Looking back at life, Winston Hancock stands as another example of Williams's extraordinary ability to communicate strength through understatement. His thoughtful performance helped elevate the film beyond comedy, adding emotional authenticity that continues to resonate with audiences more than 2 decades after its release. Miguel Núñez Jr., Biscuit. In life, Miguel A. Núñez Jr. portrayed Biscuit, one of the memorable inmates who helped bring humor and personality to the prison community. Although Biscuit was not among the film's central figures, Núñez made the character instantly recognizable through energetic delivery, expressive reactions, and natural comedic rhythm. Every appearance added another layer to the lively ensemble, helping create the believable friendships and rivalries that made the prison feel like a living, breathing world, rather than simply a backdrop for the main story. By the time Life reached theaters, Núñez had already built a successful career playing unforgettable supporting characters. Audiences first embraced him through roles in Return of the Living Dead, Friday the 13th, A New Beginning, Joanna Man, Scooby-Doo, The Family Business, and numerous television appearances. His greatest strength has always been versatility. Whether delivering comedy, drama, or action, he possesses an unmistakable screen presence that allows even relatively small roles to remain memorable long after the film ends. Throughout more than 4 decades in entertainment, Núñez has earned a reputation as one of Hollywood's hardest-working character actors. Rather than chasing constant headlines, he focused on maintaining a steady career built on professionalism and adaptability. That dedication allowed him to continue working consistently across film, television, and independent productions while introducing himself to new generations of viewers. Away from the spotlight, Núñez has generally kept his private life out of the public eye, choosing to let his extensive body of work define his legacy. His longevity reflects persistence, resilience, and an enduring passion for acting. Looking back today, Biscuit remains another enjoyable chapter in a career filled with colorful characters. Although his role in Life was brief, compared with the leading cast, Miguel A. Núñez Jr. contributed important humor and authenticity to a film whose enduring appeal depends not only on its stars but also on the talented supporting performers who gave its unforgettable world genuine life. Michael Bear, Taliferro, Goldmouth. Among the many colorful inmates in Life, Michael Bear, Taliferro brought unmistakable personality to Goldmouth, a prisoner whose confidence and lively attitude helped enrich the film's unforgettable ensemble. While Goldmouth was not one of the story's central figures, Taliferro's commanding physical presence and natural charisma ensured that audiences remembered him whenever he appeared. His performance reflected the film's unique ability to balance comedy with the harsh realities of prison life, allowing even supporting characters to leave a lasting impression. Before appearing in Life, Taliferro had already established himself as a familiar face in both film and television. Viewers recognized him from productions including Bad Boys: A Rage in Harlem, New York, Undercover, Malcolm and Eddie, and numerous guest appearances across popular television series. He possessed a versatile style that enabled him to move comfortably between dramatic and comedic roles, often portraying tough but relatable characters who felt authentic on screen. Unlike many Hollywood performers seeking constant publicity, Taliferro quietly built his career through consistent work and dedication. Colleagues frequently praised his professionalism and positive attitude qualities that helped him earn opportunities across a wide range of productions. Although he rarely played leading roles, he became one of those dependable character actors whose presence strengthened every ensemble. Sadly, Michael Taliferro's life was cut short in 2006 when he passed away at the age of 45 after suffering complications related to a stroke. His unexpected death ended a promising career that still had much to offer. Even so, his performances continue to be appreciated by audiences who value memorable supporting actors. Looking back, Goldmouth remains one of the many personalities that helped make Life such a beloved film. Through confidence, humor, and authentic screen presence, Taliferro contributed to a movie whose emotional power continues to connect with viewers decades after its original release. Bokeem Woodbine Can't Get Right. Among the unforgettable characters in Life, Bokeem Woodbine delivered one of the film's most emotional performances as Can't Get Right, a gifted baseball player whose quiet nature and heartbreaking innocence left a lasting impression on audiences. Unlike many of the prison's outspoken inmates, Can't Get Right communicates more through actions than words. His remarkable athletic talent briefly offers a glimpse of freedom only for fate to cruelly take that opportunity away. Woodbine balanced humor, vulnerability, and quiet dignity, creating one of the film's most memorable supporting characters. Before joining Life, Woodbine had already established himself as one of Hollywood's most promising young actors. He gained attention with performances in Jason's lyric Dead President's Panther and The Big Hit, demonstrating a rare ability to move naturally between intense drama and action. Following Life, his career continued to grow through acclaimed projects including Daredevil, Spider-Man: Homecoming, and his Emmy-nominated performance as Mike Milligan in the second season of Fargo, widely considered one of the finest performances of his career. Directors consistently praised his versatility, allowing him to portray complex characters across multiple genres. Unlike many entertainers, Woodbine has maintained an exceptionally private personal life. Married to his wife Mahili Woodbine since 1999, he has largely stayed away from Hollywood scandals and focused on family while carefully selecting meaningful roles. His reputation has been built on professionalism rather than controversy, earning respect throughout the industry. More than 25 years after Life, Can't Get Right remains one of the film's most heartbreaking figures. Through subtle acting and emotional restraint, Bokeem Woodbine transformed a man of few words into one of the movie's deepest symbols of lost opportunity and enduring hope. His unforgettable performance continues to remind viewers that true strength is often found not in loud declarations, but in quiet perseverance against impossible circumstances. Rick James Spanky Johnson. Spanky. When legendary musician Rick James appeared in Life as Spanky Johnson, he brought more than celebrity recognition to the screen. Playing a smooth-talking prison musician, James fit naturally into the film's colorful ensemble, adding authenticity and charisma to the prison community. Although his role was relatively brief, his unmistakable voice, commanding presence, and effortless confidence made Spanky another memorable face in a cast filled with larger-than-life personalities. Long before stepping in front of the camera for Life, Rick James had become one of the defining figures of American funk music. During the late 1970s and early 1980s, he dominated the charts with hits, including Super Freak, Give It To Me Baby, Mary Jane, and Cold Blooded. His groundbreaking blend of funk, soul, and rock influenced countless artists, while his bold stage performances established him as one of the most unforgettable entertainers of his generation. Beyond his own success, James also helped launch the careers of artists such as Tina Marie and the Mary Jane Girls, leaving a lasting impact on the music industry. His later years, however, were marked by significant legal and personal challenges. During the early 1990s, James faced criminal convictions related to violent assaults, resulting in prison time and serious damage to his public image. Despite those setbacks, he attempted to rebuild his career through music, television appearances, and occasional acting roles, including Life. Rick James passed away on August 6, 2004, at the age of 56. The Los Angeles County coroner ruled his death resulted from pulmonary failure and cardiac failure, with several underlying health conditions and multiple substances contributing to the cause. Although his life included remarkable achievements as well as painful mistakes, his influence on modern music remains undeniable. His appearance as Spanky serves as another reminder of the extraordinary personality that made Rick James impossible to forget. Heavy D. Jake. In life, Heavy D appeared as Jake, bringing his trademark warmth and easygoing personality to the prison ensemble. While Jake was not among the film's central characters, Heavy D's natural charm made every scene feel genuine. His relaxed delivery and welcoming presence reflected the same qualities that had made him one of hip-hop's most respected performers long before audiences saw him on the big screen. His contribution helped strengthen the sense of friendship and community that defined much of the film's emotional heart. Born Dwight Arrington Myers, Heavy D first rose to fame during the late 1980s as the leader of Heavy D and the Boys. The group achieved major success with albums featuring songs such as Now That We Found Love, We Got Our Own Thing and Somebody For Me, blending hip-hop with R&B and pop influences that appealed to a broad audience. As his music career flourished, Heavy D expanded into acting, appearing in films including the Cider House Rules television productions, and later becoming a familiar face across the entertainment industry. His versatility allowed him to succeed both as a recording artist and as a respected actor. Away from the spotlight, Heavy D was widely admired for his generosity and positive attitude. Rather than attracting controversy, he became known as a supportive figure within the music community and maintained close friendships with many fellow artists. Even after his commercial peak, he continued writing, producing, and performing while mentoring younger talent. In November 2011, Heavy D died unexpectedly at the age of 44. After suffering a pulmonary embolism caused by a deep vein thrombosis. His sudden passing shocked fans throughout the music world. Looking back today, his appearance as Jake represents only one chapter of a remarkable career built on talent, kindness, and professionalism. Whether performing on stage or appearing on screen, Heavy D left behind a legacy defined by warmth, creativity, and an enduring ability to bring joy to audiences around the world. Sanaa Lathan. Daisy. Among the few women who appear in life, Sanaa Lathan brought grace and emotional depth to the role of Daisy. Although her screen time was limited compared with the film's leading stars, Daisy represented hope, love, and the possibility of a better future beyond prison walls. Lathan's natural warmth and understated performance added an emotional balance to a story largely centered on hardship and survival. Even in a supporting role, she demonstrated the screen presence that would soon establish her as one of Hollywood's most respected actresses. At the time Life was released, Lathan's career was beginning to accelerate. Within just a few years, she starred in acclaimed productions such as The Best Man Love and Basketball, Brown Sugar, Alien vs. Predator, Something New, and The Family That Prays. Her performances consistently earned praise for combining intelligence, vulnerability, and emotional authenticity. Whether portraying romantic leads or dramatic characters, Lathan developed a reputation for bringing depth and dignity to every role she accepted. Unlike many celebrities, Sanaa Lathan has maintained a remarkably private personal life. Over the years, she has preferred to keep public attention focused on her work rather than speculation about her relationships. In addition to acting, she has expanded into directing and producing, continuing to challenge herself creatively while supporting projects that highlight diverse stories and voices within the entertainment industry. Today, Lathan remains one of the most accomplished actresses of her generation, with a career spanning film, television, theater, and voice acting. Looking back, Daisy may have been an early supporting role, but it demonstrated the quiet confidence and emotional honesty that would later define her career. More than 2 decades after Life, Sanaa Lathan continues to earn admiration for her talent, professionalism, and ability to portray complex women whose strength comes not from dramatic speeches, but from resilience, compassion, and unwavering authenticity. As life proves, time may steal youth, freedom, and even dreams, but it can never erase unforgettable performances or the legacy these remarkable actors left behind. Which cast member's journey touched you the most? Was it Eddie Murphy's unforgettable Rayford Gibson, Bernie Mac's hilarious Django Leg, or the heartbreaking innocence of Bokeem Woodbine's Can't Get Right? We'd love to hear your thoughts. Share your favorite character, scene, or memory in the comments below, and let's celebrate these incredible talents together. If you enjoyed this emotional journey through one of cinema's most beloved classics, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss another story from Remembered Lives channel. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next unforgettable tribute.